Hello and welcome to The Round So Far, brought to you by Amy. I'm Riley Beveridge. This is Kane Corns. Kane, it has been a dramatic weekend of footy so far. There was an absolute turn-up for the ages at Optus Stadium. That's our big story. West Coast getting over the line against Freo.
Hang on, West Coast are our big story. Oh, it's got to be the first time I've ever done this show and a West Coast win leads the big story. These are the scenes after the final siren. What a performance it was. I've been hard on West Coast, but it's because I knew they were capable of so much more, and we're starting to see that. They are now relevant again through a young player who we'll get to in a moment. But not only him, some of their senior players. Yo wins the medal. Darling was excellent. And then a lot of the others have come along for the ride. So 2 wins in a row for the Eagles. The high-scoring, powerful Eagles, we're calling them tonight. And yeah, so we'll get to the fallout for Freo in a moment. But the positive was that West Coast are now playing the football we've known they've been capable of.
First time they've won back-to-back games in almost 3 years. First time they've scored 100 points in back-to-back games since 2018 when they won the flag. But let's get to our Saturday star, and it is this man, Harley Reid, because once again, he was sensational. The NAB Rising Star nominee last week. This week, he probably should have won the Glendenning Allen medal. You said that Elliot Yeo won it, but he was superb.
Yeah, I agree with that. He was quiet in the first quarter, and then just at the end of the first quarter, he kicked those 2 goals, and that absolutely got them going. So it was unbelievable. They just scored pretty much every time they went inside forward 50, 7 entries for 5 scores in the first quarter, and then he's doing this. So he's taken 2 absolute screamers. He's gone forward and kicked 3. We've known he's got this in the package, but he's improving every week that he's playing, and he's taking on the opposition tackle. He's bursting through. He's physical. It's a grown man. Like, he's played 6 games. What is that going to look like when he's 24, 25 years of age? And he has single-handedly changed the fortunes, I think, of the coach, Adam Simpson, and basically the whole of the club.
The Harley hype is real. What about this man as well, Jake Waterman, because he kicked 6 in that drought-breaking victory over Richmond last week. Another 5 goals tonight, and he was the man that really helped them burst out of the blocks early.
He's a nightmare matchup, and how strong have Freo's back 6 been? Ryan and Pearce have been enormous, and he's made them look foolish. So 11 goals in 2 weeks. He's turned into Tony Lockett. That's what we were saying during as we were watching the games tonight in an AFL house. And yeah, what a performance it is. Had some health issues, had some injury concerns, questions over whether he would actually ever play again. He's fit, he's healthy, he's hungry, and he's getting service like this. How often have we seen West Coast being able to deliver the ball to a forward like that? And they did that time and time again. And all of a sudden for the Eagles, it's fun to be playing football again.
It's not that fun to be watching Fremantle at the moment, though, because we mentioned their scoring problems last week. Only 40 entries tonight. Another score where they only kicked 68 points. They haven't got above 60s in the 60s for the last month. It's not looking good for them.
They're lifeless, aren't they? They're lifeless now. They've been so strong defensively, and sat here last week and said they're going to be in a lot of games because of how strong they are defensively. But when that falls away, what else do they have to go on? Because they can't score. So when they concede 7 goals in the first 7 of the game, you're going, well, that's about their average score. So actually to get even, they're going to have to kick 7, and then to go ahead is very unlikely. So yeah, they were absolutely destroyed. Their defensive aspects fell away, but also their inability to generate entries. And Longmuir spoke about that last week. He said, we've got to score more. We've got to generate more opportunities. And against the worst side that we've seen in the last 20 years, they weren't able to do that. So they started the season strongly, but it's been all downhill since then.
Let's get